What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to Tower Defense Tuesday. This week we're taking a look at Empires in Ruins from Hammer and Ravens, which just hit Steam Early Access on February 4th, 2020. Now, this is a RPG simulation strategy game, but more importantly, tower defense as well. Now, just looking at the game itself and the campaign of the game, it seems like there could actually be more involved with the RPG simulation aspect of it than actual tower defense. We'll get into all that in just a moment. However, for the tower defense enthusiast out there is also an arcade mode, which I have actually yet to play yet, and arcade mode is just going to be the tower defense maps without going through the story. Now, this game is self-described as the bastard child of 4X and tower defense, with a black humor-infused plot set in a grim, disillusioned world. Quell the rebellion, tame the western marches, disobey your orders, and save your brandy. Not strictly in this order. Now, although the humor in the game definitely, you get a good chuckle out of it over the first few minutes, it kind of quickly becomes rinse and repeat, and it's the same type of thing over again. Commander here loves his brandy, hates the rest of the world, etc., etc. Now let's pop on into the actual story mode that I've been going through, and I've been enjoying it, that's for sure. However, with getting too involved with the RPG and kind of the 4X aspect of it, I did find myself craving the tower defense a little bit more and wanting to potentially switch over to that arcane mode. Basically, you are Sergeant Heimer. This is you. You do have several skills that you will level up, from leadership, tactics, empathy, management, and then eventually luck, which we have yet to unlock. Now, looking through the various zones, the objective here is to maintain authority while keeping rebellious activity at a minimum and maintaining the happiness of the people. Now, you're going to do this just like you would any other simulation type game. You give the people good stuff, they're going to love you for it, and you can go through and choose the various items that are being researched in each individual town as you go through. Now, you can't really grow a town up unless it's or a region up unless it is your headquarters region, and that's what I'm working through. But to be honest with you, I've actually ignored a lot of this aspect. I played around with it quite a bit for like the first hour or so I played the game, and I find myself just jumping into more and more of the tower defense. Now, it doesn't really make sense to an extent, but you guys know I love tower defense, so I'm not complaining about it. But when we go to invade and take over a new territory, it is actually one of the tower defense maps. So let's go ahead and hop on into a region and get started here with Volmha. And we're just going to go ahead and send the attack. We're going to attack from our strongest region, which appears to be right here at the moment. And what do we got going on here? No events. Action in progress. The scout report failed. So I tried to scout this area prior, and that report failed, so we're just going to hop on into it blind. Now, you see end turn here. The turn-based aspect of it is, for example, how many turns it takes you to build something in your town, or how many turns it takes you to complete one of your research projects. We'll go to our chief engineer here and take a quick look through there. Now, the ones with the red outline around the circle are ones I've already researched. Up in the top here, we see what's currently researching, and that is poisonous arrows right here. However, you can focus on researching towers, your soldiers and workers, and, of course, your resources and buildings. Now, you're going to need to throw buildings down to maintain your resources as you go into the maps. Now, you can't get away with not doing this, and some of the maps do not allow for specific type gathering buildings to be put down. However, obviously, that's something that's going to be a little bit closer to like an RTS style of play with the resource management as you're commencing through. So let's hop on back and let's just jump in and get this tower defense going. Alright, and here we are in Volmha. Now we take a look at it, we see up in the top right hand corner is the little village that we're going to protect. We see lots of different possible entrances. One from over here, one from down here, one from up top, and just lots of variations on the way the path will work. Now, in addition to that, there will be mobs that dig tunnels and, go from one place, say over here, all the way across the map to another point, and that will give the mobs a shortcut through. But starting off down in the bottom left-hand corner, we've got all of our available starting resources, and let's go ahead and see what we want to build out. Now, two things I've been doing right away is throwing guards towers down at the base itself, as this gives you that last resort. You got to have the last resort. A combination I've found has been super helpful has been these guard towers right at the base and then getting some AoE towers further out. However, is it going to let us do more? Yeah, we can do another. Let's go ahead and go with this as well. Now you're going to notice you got little homies running out from the camp. You're going to have two of them here at this stage in the game, and these guys have to go out and make any repairs or to build any towers that you want built. As you see at the bottom here, it's one of 21 waves. So once we get built out, we will be starting some of those waves up to get them moved along faster. The tower defense aspect of this game has actually been quite enjoyable. As with most tower defense games, you do have a speed modifier here, so you can get your speed going at 3 times if you choose to. And we are just going to go ahead and get all of these baddies all wrecked up. So there we go, the first wave is done. As you see, we've got 85 seconds to get to the next wave. And what can we do? Well, we can't do a whole lot there. We can throw another one of our guard towers here. I want to get a little bit more AoE going out here as well, but we're going to have to wait and get that in at the right place. So let's go ahead and start the wave and earn a little bit of a gold bonus on top of it. And then once again, we'll speed that up to 3 times speed, just because it is a 21 wave map here. And it looks like something almost made it through on me there that time. And a piece of cake, we got it nailed down there. Now taking a look, if you look, there's, like, obviously here would be a great place to drop one of these towers. I can't actually put one there, but I can cover all 3 of those lanes by putting one right here. Now this is going to be more of an AoE type defense. Of course, I don't want to start it now, as I want to get little homie out here to get that tower built, and you can also go 3 times speed on the building too, just to make that go along a little bit quicker. So although they do have just a medium amount of waves, you can skip through the time on this pretty darn well, to be honest with you. Now, one tower I am just straight up neglecting, and that is a scout tower. A scout tower is going to tell you what's coming out of each wave in advance, which is extremely handy. However, at this early stage in the game, I've actually found it completely unnecessary, as I've just been able to steamroll everything anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and go with another one of our AoE towers out here, and that, of course, is a catapult tower. So it's just catapulting a large boulder into the pack. Let's go ahead and speed up the build time on this one as well. And there we go. Now, I've got a few catapults up front for some nice AoE damage. I do want to start focusing on the single target damage a little bit more heavily with our guards towers. And let's see, we're going to want to upgrade those as well. Tell you what, let's throw, can we fit a guards tower there? Oh wow, we can't fit one on that side at all. That is quite unfortunate. Let's go ahead and just drop one more right there. And let's take a look, can we sneak a mine in anywhere? It looks like we can get a mine in there. Not enough resources to throw down a quarry or a lumberjack, so I'm going to skip that. It seems like the iron production is always an area that I've been struggling with, and that's why I'm focusing on getting that mine down first. And now that that's finished up, I'm going to go ahead and skip the wave for the gold bonus. This lane is going to end up being a problem. I'm going to end up sticking something down here, I bet. Nothing is going to make it up from that bottom path. There's just no way. Let's see. We can go... Let's go with one of those right there. And that leaves me some for... Where do we want it? Can we get it behind? Oh, we can just pop one down right there. Let's do that. Put it right there next to base. It'll get done and built nice and fast. And it looks like we are good to go there. So let's go ahead and skip the wave again and get this bad boy progressing along here. We're at wave 6 of 21 now. We will have an opportunity to upgrade these towers. You see, that one took a walloping, so that one's going to need some repairs. Repairs work just like building, so I'm going to have to wait for our little guys to get out here and get the repairs in order before we can start the next wave. Let's go ahead and speed it up again. I think these two here, I'm definitely going to want to get upgraded, but of course I want my last resort upgraded first. Ooh, looks like that bear just... The bear barely got killed before he made it in there. Now we're still at 100% here on our health. You see the health of our town itself is in the bottom right hand corner, so we're still in great shape there. And let's see, what else do we want to do? Now as far as upgrades, let's take a look at this one. We can upgrade the range, the fire rate, the damage, and then I got it researched where I can upgrade this to a crossbow tower. So what I'm going to do is go to this last one, the very last resort, and we're going to get that upgraded to a crossbow tower. And that should give us some nice additional damage. As with many tower defense games, when you upgrade a defense like that, where you turn it into a completely new defense, you do get a free heal out of the deal. So always make sure you upgrade prior to healing or repairing that tower. Let's go ahead and get the speed going here. There will be ranged mobs and explosive mobs and potentially flying mobs that come out over the course of this. Boy, these bears are healthy. Now, the ones taking this path basically have got a hell of a death loop, so I don't think anything is going to make it through that path. It goes through every single one of my towers, so I don't have too many worries there. Now, as with quite a few tower defense games out there, as you see, we do have pause. So the game is casual enough where if you want to pause it, you can pause it and just do your thing and then get back to it. Now let's see, what else do we want? Let's get a stone quarry down. We're going to pop it right next to that other one. I'm going to speed it up. I'm hoping this guy has enough time to get that quarry built. Actually, I believe... Yeah, there'll be enough time. I'm going to go ahead and start the wave as he's running back. Now, you see our little workers. These two guys are up at the top. We got Hans and we've got Egon. Now, if these guys die out in the field while they're trying to upgrade or repair or do something to one of your defenses, oh man, big push. Wow, we took a little shot there. Now, if these guys are trying to do something out in the world, they can die. So you want to be careful about that. I will show you what I mean there by sending somebody out into the cold here. Let's see. We'll send them down to repair that tower. And now watch, now nothing will come out. So we've got our two little homies down here. Now these guys are going to stop and do large melee damage to our towers. I'm hoping this front one is going to survive. We will have to see. Oh man, big shot. So we're definitely going to need heavy duty repairs on that one. I'm going to go ahead and get that started. Now, since I wasn't able to actually pull it off, what happens if one of your little homies die as the wave is running? If you got them out repairing, you're going to see up in the top hand, right hand, or left hand corner, there's actually a cooldown on those respawning. So you will get your workers back to go out and deal with your towers, but you're going to have to deal with them having to respawn. Let's see if we can pull it off here now. See, we've got a guy coming down. Oh, he's completely going to be off the path. Or no, there we go. And we see Hans is dead. So Hans will respawn. It's relatively quick. You see there, it's super fast, actually. You get him back, and he went right back out to get the job done there on his repairs. Now here we've got a little wizard enemy. That will actually CC one of your defenses. And that's no good. And then our hero himself, the captain, does have an ability. Now, the only thing I have unlocked so far is this double shift ability. And that's been quite helpful. Alright, so let's go ahead and pause it and take a look and see if we can do any upgrades. It looks like we can. That one needs a repair. I'm going to go ahead and take it up to a crossbow tower. And then I think the rest of these might... Actually, I can get that one as well. Oh, wow, I can get all three of them. That's beyond awesome. So I'll get free repairs on all of those just due to those upgrades. But I do want to make sure I give these guys plenty of time to get those towers upgraded. And there we go. We'll go ahead and skip to wave. And here we see our first flyers coming in. Now, the flyers are going to come right on in and drop bombs. So obviously, some of your defenses, like our catapult tower here, is not going to hit those flyers. So you do need to make sure you use an appropriate tower. Now let's see, what do we want to do? Let's go ahead and get an upgrade on this one down here. And then I think from there, we just want to work on the range a little bit. I'm going to leave these as catapult towers probably, depending on how the resources stack up. But I think I'm going to leave those as catapult towers throughout this. We'll have to see. And then just keep the upgrades going on these other defenses. So let's get wave 13 started here. And we've got the triple speed here, so they are moving in quick. Looks like that bear is going to make it. Or no, the bear got wrecked. It was not pretty, but the bear did get wrecked. Alright, now a few things we can do with these catapult towers. A little bit more range is going to go a long way. So let's go ahead and give them just a touch more range. Actually, I think that was the wrong tower. That's alright, we'll hit that one as well. We'll give it range and attack rate on that side. Now, you don't have to repair your defenses every wave, just like any other tower defense game. You just want to maintain the health of your defenses. And here we go, some enemies tunneling. Where are they going to pop out at? Oh wow, they popped out right there. So yeah, like these guys took a shortcut from here all the way over to this mine shaft to pop out. So now every wave enemies that come up this way, not all of them, but some of them will choose to take that path. And that makes me wonder, is there anything else I can squeeze in over here? It doesn't look like there is, so I think I may need to get this bad boy upgraded. Let's upgrade this one to a cannon. Those cannons have really big range and they hit like a truck. So let's get some upgrades going there, and we'll get that cannon in place. As soon as that gets done, we will go ahead and start the wave, and away we go. And we've got another flyer rolling in for the start of this wave. They're really squishy. That's a bonus. So as long as you have one of the proper towers there to handle it, they are definitely very, very squishy. And do we have room for anything else? Let's work on range and power a little here. We got range, rate, and power upgrades on that one, so that will help us out quite a bit for our last resort. And we see the range of it is just large, so it's going to hit all of the bads. Now here we see a negative effect on our defense itself. It went away pretty quick. And you see this little wizardy looking dude up in front is causing those sorts of shenanigans. Boy, these things are just some lasers. They're just laser beaming fools down. Let's see, let's get a little bit more range there. Actually, let's go with all of the above on that cannon. That cannon should just really wreck some faces now. Wave 17 and 21, so we're making progress. We see we've got another flyer rolling in here. And it looks like he is flying directly towards These, even his little death animation, when he dive bombs down and explodes, can still just tear you up. That cannon just drilling fools. Now what do we want to do here? We've actually got enough to upgrade it. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that one to a cannon as well, and get that free repair out of the deal. And then I think I'll repair both of those towers. So let's just wait it out until all of these towers are repaired or upgraded. Now, our little homies won't go from tower to tower. They do have to go back to the base and reset in between each one. So, like if you have a bunch of stuff out in the distance, you can't just send them out to repair multiple things. They're going to run the whole gauntlet all the way back in between getting that done. Wave 18 is just burning. I actually think we have a pretty solid defense set up now, where we're not going to have to worry too much about it. Let's see, let's just go ahead and upgrade the speed and the power on that one. Let's do the same thing there. And I think that is it for resources. A little light on iron, and iron is necessary for the repairs and the upgrades. And yeah, it makes me want to even debate on putting down yet another iron mine. I know we only have a few waves left, but it certainly won't hurt. Let's go ahead and speed through it. We got a ton of time before the next wave starts, so this guy should have tons of time to get that iron mine squared away. There we go. We'll go ahead and start it as he's running back. And here come these big old hammer swinging melee dudes, and they do put a walloping on your defenses. Very nice. Getting it done still here. That cannon just dishes out the pain. Holy crap, is that thing just beastly. Let's see, let's get some ups here. So let's go one more range. And we'll get wave 20 started here. We're starting right off with a flyer rolling in, plus all the ground mobs. Now, the tower defense aspect of this game is definitely fun. I've really enjoyed it. It's a little different flavor, having to maintain resources and having people run out from your village to, repair or upgrade the various towers. However, it has just been super fun. Let's go ahead and turn this one into a cannon as well for this last wave, and we'll let it just blast some fools. Very nice. So let's get it started here. This is wave 21. We got flyers out the wazoo. Ooh, man, I'm worried. Oh, so close. I might end up losing that first tower. No, it looks like we're good. I think we are good. And there we go. And there's the victory. Now, I did have some enemies make it in, and that's why I only got the 2 stars there. However, that is a look at Empires in Ruins. As I mentioned, it just hit early access on Steam on February 4th. Currently, it's actually 10% off, so it's $15.29 US. Normal price for it appears it's going to be $16.99, and I've definitely enjoyed it so far. I've had no complaints. I'm actually anxious to go through that arcade mode and just play all the maps, to be honest with you. As y'all know me, I am all about the tower defense. Now that will do it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button. Please subscribe to the channel, and if there is any Tower Defense Tuesday games that I have not featured and you'd like to see, let me know down in the comments below. So thank you once again, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.